welcome to the open book. I hope everyone had a great day on today. I know this time has me a little messed up. I'm like, um, yeah, I want to go live, okay, and I just got to press through this thing because it's still early. It's only 7:20, but it's like as soon as I get home and it's dark, it makes me not want to do anything. Okay, um, yes, girl. Welcome, Brittany. Hey, sis. Hey, Judge Fifi. Girl, yes. Okay. I was like, this live I've been trying to do for the past couple of evenings, and it just wasn't working out. Okay. I would always push it to the next day. And so I said, you know what? I have a little time tonight. So I really wanted to get into this on tonight. Welcome to my Facebook and my YouTube family. I am streaming on both platforms for this live. And so welcome. Just in case you all don't see someone I'm talking to, it's probably someone in another platform, but I usually try to show the comments. Brittany said normally Aries be the first one in here. Yes. Oh my goodness. Shout out to Aries Black. She is missed dearly. Okay. She's taking a break, and I understand. I overstand. Sometimes you do have to take a step back from social media and things of that sort. And so we miss her so much. But you're right, Brittany. She's usually one of the first ones in here. And I know just keep some other people, excuse me, some other people lifted in prayer that we may not see around. I don't try to put people's business out there that we may not see in here or haven't seen in a little bit, because people are going through, y'all, some stuff, and just we want to keep our family lifted up, and they'll be back. We'll be back on it. Hey, Ariana, welcome, sis. Okay, yeah, I want to get into this topic. This is something I wanted to do, like I said, for a few days now. So tonight is the night. Now, I know growing up, me as a young girl, we used to have this thing where bad boys, okay, were so attractive. We had songs where they, pumped up the bad boys. Got a roughneck, okay? We want a roughneck, a soldier, okay? Where being a bad boy was attractive to a lot of women, even right now, okay? The bad boys seemed more attractive, whether you are dating them or looking to date and find you one. Okay, something about, as we've said, a bad boy, okay, is so attractive. Now, that's no shade against the good guys, okay? No shade, because everyone has their season, okay, and the right person for them. I truly believe in that, okay? So tonight, though, for the purposes of this focus, we're focusing on the bad boy takeover, because it seems like in social media and enter the reality shows, entertainment, a lot of focus is being placed on these types of relationships. Okay, the ones with the drama, the baby mama drama. We going back and forth, co-parenting and drama of that sort. Then you have couples that are dating and the drama that goes with that. Then you have couples that are married, and then there's drama with that. And we know that drama does sell, okay? It does. However, we want to also think to ourselves, okay, especially when kids are involved and things of that sort, at what point do we settle for the bad boy behavior, okay? Or when is it time to let it go? Or is there a time to let it go? Especially tonight, we'll focus on a couple that is dating currently, and also a married couple that many of us are familiar with. Um, and there are some things that have been said and done that I want us to take a deeper look into. Because I'm gonna just be honest, okay, and transparent. When I was dating, I was one that I found that attractive. The bad boys I did find attractive. Hey, only one Lola with the info. Girl, we've been missing you too. Girl, and you repeated the same statement over and over. Okay. She said, "Hey, everybody, I am driving." And that statement repeated about 5 times. Oh my goodness. Be careful out there, Lolo. Okay, so you're on the highway. Oh yeah, please be safe. Okay, I'm happy that you even here and listening. Okay, because I know you've been busy and everything. So yes, sis, I got you. But yeah, so I want us to look at two different dynamics of this thing tonight. Make sure you hit the like button and share two different dynamics. And I want us to think through some of the things that were stated. Now, the first couple that I want us to focus on, they're currently dating. Okay, you may have seen them at. Oh no, you're good, sis. In different on TV in different places. Let me pull up their picture. Okay. So one couple in particular is Cam Newton and his girlfriend Jasmine. Now Cam has played football. Don't ask me what team because baby, I wasn't keeping up. I wasn't keeping up with football like that, but he played professional football. Okay, he currently has his own podcast show similar to that of Club Shay Shay. Now, I don't know what's going on if all these ex football players are thinking to themselves, you know what, let's just sit down and get tea. Okay. Because everybody is going into the getting the tea business. Okay. Club Shay Shay shaking it up, had Cat Williams on there and, laid it all out for 2024. And on his show, it seems like everybody just want to just let it out. Well, on Cam Newton's show, and it's on YouTube as well, they pretty much gone there and they uh let it out, but some stuff to me is a little too much. And he tries to go, in my opinion, just a little too deep until it just doesn't make sense. But hey, so you just know. Brittany said it's time to let it go as far as a bad boy when the man doesn't treat you right and respect you. The time to choose a good man is if they listen to you and be there to support you and etc. Exactly. I agree. I agree. Okay. Um, I totally agree with that. Right. Okay. Jasmine, y'all have probably seen her on Zatima. She's the funny neighbor, always trying to get with Zach and some of the other men. And she is also a comedian. She has her own podcast as well. And she's on, her name is Jasmine Brown and she has her Instagram, Watch Jazzy, and she has a whole character. Y'all know how Tyler Perry has different characters and Mr. Brown and so forth. Where well, she's created her own character as well. Very beautiful woman. They just had a baby together, a very beautiful baby. And so, but they're not married yet. And recently, uh, Corey Holcomb was on Cam Newton's podcast. And there is some things that they discussed, a short clip I wanted to show that made a lot of people question, like, oh my goodness, it has to be embarrassing for Jasmine. And this is not the first time that he said something to embarrass her. Okay. Let me pull up that particular video.
Concert. They may have been somewhere, listening to his music and seeing how people react to his music. And it's almost impossible for you not to think that they're going to see that as acceptable or cool.
Well, the internet destroyed the mind of so many innocent people. The internet is a useful tool, but it's used in a bad way. The internet has desensitized children. I'm talking about kids who see stuff they should never see while they're young because you can't explain it to them because the only way they can understand it is through experience in life. So the internet is responsible for the destruction of so many minds, young and old. But what I'm saying to you is this: to live a lifestyle that's righteous, you got to tell the truth. Cam, I don't care how in awe I am of you right now. You are not finna tell me you up here fucking one person. It's not finna happen.
No. See, you're trying to deflect back to me.
No, I would never do you like that. But I got respect for you.
Now, prior to this, Corey stated that he has 5 different women. Okay. Hi guys, Shawty. Hey sis, welcome. Girl, yes, I have not seen you all day. Welcome, we missed you. He stated that he has like a different woman for different things. I was shocked to hear that from Corey. I don't think I wanted to know all of that information about him. But he also orders, like he categorizes those women based off of their personalities and what they bring to the table. So now he's trying to throw it back to Cam Newton, and he's like, and y'all trigger, not well, it could be a trigger, and also let me preface with language, okay? Because there are some things, some language being used. I should put that up here. Language being used as well. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there as that disclaimer. But now he's putting it onto um, Cam Newton. And now Cam Newton is like, I asked you the question. Now all of a sudden, you're turning it back on to me. And that's where we are.
No, here. But you didn't answer that for a reason.
No. Understand this.
You didn't answer for a reason.
I'm going to answer mine, and then I want you to answer mine too.
I will answer it, brother, and I promise you I won't bullshit with you.
Okay. How long are you talking about?
What you mean?
Fucking one person.
What do you mean, how long I'm talking about?
As long as I've been with Jazz, Jazz has not been the only person that I've had sex with.
I don't know your situation.
But
okay, so he just admitted, hey, K Brown, welcome. He just admitted that the time that he's been with his girlfriend, she has not been the only one that he slept with. Interesting. Okay. Now listen to where he goes with this. This is a public platform that he's admitting that she was not the only one that he's been sleeping with.
But I'm getting personal.
Right. I don't know your situation.
Since you want to take it there. And this is the thing that has.
Do you feel like I'm being disrespectful? No. Because I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
No, trust me.
I'm trying to be honest.
I'm trying to be honest too. There's times where I've openly had conversations, and this is why me and Jazz are growing in our relationship. Understand this. There's something that you mentioned as far as the peak of the spear. Jazz allows me to speak to her, and we are able to have banter, whether it's uncomfortable banter or just kicking the shit banter.
But that's the basis of growing into something solid.
Truth. But hear me out when I say this. As long as I've been with Jazz, I cannot honestly say that I've only been with Jazz. And I think as we grow, and I hate that I embarrassed her, because no woman ever wants to admit that openly.
But what? I'm sorry, I want to make
that their person has not always been with them only. So to that.
And that is something that I feel. Hi, Addison, welcome. Oh, you did? Oh, wow. Which one, Corey or Cam Newton? And that is embarrassing, you know, when you are, especially, I know it has to really be embarrassing for her having to hear this because it's a public platform. He gets a lot of views and people know them. their celebrities and so forth. That is embarrassing. A lot of people don't want to admit when they've been cheated on. Oh, okay. He is funny. But during this podcast interview, we saw a totally different side. Okay, to him. I was like, oh. Because something he said earlier on, I don't know if he's going to say it in this clip, talking about everything is considered prostitution unless you are married to your man. You are uh, uh, a whore. But he said the other word. I'm trying to be nice when I say that. Yeah, I was like, oh Lord, Corey. He was getting like very serious with the conversation, something I had never heard him do. I'm like, okay, interesting perspective. But yes, that is embarrassing to some women to admit that they've been cheated on. And so my thing is, in knowing that, it seems as though he knows that. He's now going to discuss the conversations though that they have about that.
At that point, I'm bringing it home. Like a good neighbor has allowed us to begin to get closer in a relationship is that I don't feel that she judges my action. She holds me accountable to my action. And she asks me certain things that, yo, how can I do certain things to better so that this won't be a normalcy for you moving forward? I've never had nobody to really understand how I think. So there's been times where, okay, cool, keep it in the book. Me and Jazz locked in where it's like, yo, are you okay? No, babe, I'm feeling weak. Okay, what does that mean? Now, folks gonna sit up there and say, oh, she's stupid for doing that. She's giving me something that this is my friend, this is my confidant, this is my person that I go to for recharge. This is my place of refuge. I'm going to her and I don't have to hide nothing from her. And when I see the longevity of our relationship, I know that it's working. It's not that I'm taking advantage of her. If anything, she's giving me something that I've never had. So I have to nurture and protect her. And she's been able to protect me and nurture me as well. In those.
Okay, he said a lot there. Because to me, it's almost like when she does that, right, girl, it's almost like she's taking the blame for his weakness or his cheating. Like, what can I do more? Okay. Is she going to go through the relationship looking at herself as to what can I do better? How can I better this when he has a weakness? Why are you not good enough alone? Why does there need to be another woman? Okay. Oh, you have the same birthday, Brittany? Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Yeah. And so when he said that, I was like, oh my gosh, that could even make her feel insecure. You know, like, although y'all are having this open conversation about it, and that's nice of her to do that because we all have weaknesses. And it's good that they can share the weaknesses. Like, man, oh my gosh, I'm having a weakness right now. You know, women, that's my weakness. But at what point is she going to say, okay, look, I need you to think to yourself, is it just going to be me? Okay. Why is it me plus somebody when you get weak? Because he just said that she hasn't been the only one. So that was a question in my mind and a wondering.
Situation, she has held me accountable to tell me, yo, that made me feel fucked up, babe. I ain't gonna lie to you. But why, babe? Okay, you gonna sit up here and be with this chick and not be with me? Like, and you playing with me? Okay, cool. Let's go on a walk. Let's talk about it. Let's understand. It's not always one dimensional where I'm speaking how I want to do and vice versa. I think she speaks on how it makes her feel. I speak on how it makes me feel and then go about it like that. So I don't promote multiple, this, that, and the third. I don't have a network. You see what I'm saying? When I'm asking you in regards to Boosie,
a network, you don't have a network.
Your word, you say she's not gonna be a part of the Corey Holcomb network.
Oh, so you saying you wait? I'm lost, bro. I don't want to take your shit away, but what do you mean you don't have a network?
Yeah, he was trying to be too deep with it. I was with Corey on that, sir. Okay. You obviously do have a network. If you are sleeping with multiple women. Now, after this interview, people were all in Jasmine's inbox telling her about the interview, checking. She said people were checking on her. She said, I'm good. Oh my goodness, here comes the messages. I'm good. We have conversations. And he just said the same thing. They have conversations. Um, what did Brittany say? And that is embarrassing as a woman. A woman, you should have confidence, and the man should be secure and confident in their self too. It makes you think, right, right. Because my thing is the wondering that I would have as his woman would be, what is it that you feel that you need that you're not getting from this relationship? What are you seeking? Because maybe he's just not ready. Now he's having these kids with all of these baby mothers. Okay, it's a variety of them. He said he doesn't have a network. Yes, you do, sir. You're not married. And then while he's with her, he also said that he has not found the right one. What do you mean? That would also make me wonder, depending on what her goal is in the relationship and what his goal is, obviously you would be unequally yoked. Because he's not ready. I don't think he has found the one in you, especially if he's consistently saying that and y'all are having to have these conversations. Um, and so I guess, like, where would that go? You know, if you're here, where would that go? So it made me look back at this interview that Jasmine did, and she kind of talks about her thought process from her own perspective. Okay, we're hearing it from his, but I want y'all to hear what she had to say during this interview. And it could give a lot of insight into why she's allowing it to go on so long.
All right, so let's bring it back to the basics. What is the art of being submissive? First step is get with somebody who wants what you have to offer. I think love and submission is a tailored fit. It's not a one size fits all. So I can only tell you what it means to me. Now for me, it's complete selflessness. I am satisfied in serving. I'm a servant, and I watched my mother serve all my life.
Okay, now I want her because this interview, I believe, was a year or so ago. I don't want to misquote it. I think it was about a year and a half ago. Um, the first thing she said was, be with someone who wants to be with you. I hope she goes back and looks at what she said back then. But notice she is already starting off. She said that she has a servant's heart. Okay. Lola said, huh? She has a servant's heart. And that's good because in a marriage, you know, you want to be able to serve your spouse, not just the woman, the man too, vice versa, serving each other. And so, as we go into this part of the interview, I want y'all to think about this. Do some women give wife benefits to boyfriends? Okay. Some of us, and I had to check myself, even when I was single, we are ready to be married or to get married. And the guys, you know, that we're with, we're like, oh man, you know, he's the perfect one. This is going to be my husband. And so we start acting like the wife, okay? Catering to him like a husband, cooking for him like he's our husband, and things of that sort. Giving him husband benefits, but only the girlfriend. And in this case, not just the girlfriend, okay? You're sharing, okay? So you probably the main girlfriend, but he just admitted that it's multiple women that he's sleeping with. Okay, he has not been with just her. Now, I don't know if things have improved, okay, since they've been having these conversations. But yes, think about that. Are you the girlfriend giving wife benefits?
And it was rain, sleet, or slow. I think we talked about this on the phone. My mother's love for my father wasn't conditional. It's not my responsibility, but
It's your joy.
It is my joy. I love to see him eating the meal that I cook. I love seeing him sleep easy, like every night, like clockwork. I scratch this man's back to sleep. And I know when he's asleep because I can tell when his breathing changes. And some people might think that's psychotic, but that's like, I just know that's when I'm like, oh, I can stop now. But I find joy in being your rest. And it shouldn't be conditional.
A part of that lack of conditions too
And
means that
you know what? It seems like she saw a good relationship growing up. Her parents seem like they have that type of relationship. So it's been modeled for her. We don't know. I don't know Cam Newton's background, how long his parents have been around, if his mom and dad are together, because that also has an impact on your relationships. What have you seen growing up? It can impact you. Gosh, Shaldi said, when I was single and started dating, instead of putting a label on someone, it worked. And that's how my husband found me. Okay, that's a good perspective. I was 30, by the way. Okay. In my 20s, I was rushed in relationships and it never worked. So that's a good thing because it's a difference too in age. When we're in our 20s, the way that we think about relationships differs also from when we're in our 30s or when we're in our 40s. Okay. Definitely when you're in your 40s, you're like, look, I ain't got time for games. First red flag, baby, you like, moving on. By the time my husband came, I think let's see, we got married when I was 35. And so back then I was like, look, at that point in my life, I'm not playing games. Okay. 35, I was trying to have kids and things like that. I'm like, no. First sign of anything, I was out of there. Okay. Any relationship that I was in, I was out of there if it did not look like it was going to work.
you do your duty joyfully regardless of
Yes.
what's being done for you.
That's it. I do my duty joyfully, regardless of what is happening to and for me. Now some days I might be more cheerful than others because I have my own stuff going on. And there's times where it's like, I don't even want to say what's going on with me because, again, I know how to deal with me and my pain. I'll cry in the shower and keep it moving. But in the art of submission for me, because I can't speak for everybody, is being joyful about it. It that want of, and I think not even just a want, the power of knowing that you have the power to make someone's day better, and that's a choice.
And easier.
Yes, better and easier. That's a choice that you have to make. I always make the choice to do it. I always make the choice to do it. I like to give. I like to allow my person to lead. They know, especially like when it translates in the bedroom, I like to feel dominated. Riding dick ain't always my favorite position because I like to
Hey,
be
B,
taken
welcome.
advantage. Oh my gosh, no, I don't like to be taken advantage of. I like to feel.
Oh, y'all, when she made that mistake and said that, I was like, oh. It's like, to me, she's so beautiful and it seems like she has a heart to want to serve and to do good to the man in her life. Whether it's cooking, rubbing his back. And those are great characteristics to have, especially in a marriage. So sometimes you have to wonder, do I have it? Am I doing all of this for the right guy or for the wrong one? Do I say this for the right guy or is this the right guy that I'm doing this with? And hopefully all that I'm doing is good enough. Like some people put their all, they love hard. They put their all into relationships. And so I see this from her. And also at the same time, I'm looking at her and I'm like, man, she is gorgeous. She's beautiful. And she was talking about the crying in the shower. She said, I can deal with my own pain. It's like she's trying to take care of the guy, but who's pouring into and taking care of her? You see what I'm saying? Like that part kind of saddened me. And then it sounded like a mistake, but to me, I almost wondered, is that how she felt deep down inside? That she likes being taken advantage of. Some women, y'all, there are some women out there that if there is not drama in a relationship, they're not feeling it. There are some men out there. If there is no drama, the woman popping off at him, he's not attracted to her. There are some people like that. V said, no need to be anyone's doormat. Exactly. Gosh, D said, for my husband, before we were married, I never cooked, cleaned, or bought him anything. We wasn't even spending the night at each other's houses. Okay. And after we got married, he got us, including my children. Oh, that's a blessing. That's a blessing. Place, let's see, a place a week after we got married. Okay. So I wasn't playing. I took it way back with traditions. Exactly. And some couples, they do that. Me and my husband too. I wasn't, engaging in sexual activities until I got married, during that time. Okay. Now my BC days, that's totally different. But I was like, he thought I was playing. I'm not playing, sir. Okay, that's until I'm gonna wait until I get married. Do you know how long I said, Lord, will you save me? And I'm doing this thing for real. Okay. I want to do right. And hey, he waited. Okay, praise the Lord. And so yeah, you don't have to give it up and give your all if that's not your husband. Okay. Or if that's not your wife, vice versa. Okay, because there's some men out there that give it their all. Now, yeah, we want to present our best selves, and things of that sort. But I believe that certain things like Gosh D said, you don't reap that benefit, bro, until we're married. Okay, because some people will get comfortable in just that and just never get married. You doing the wife benefits and they never marry you anyways. People will lower their standards when they feel like they can benefit from the situation. She would not accept that behavior from Daryl, the bank manager. You know what? Someone else said that too, V. Someone else said that. I don't know if it was about her or I think it was about her in one of the posts that were put out there. I think from Neighborhood Talk. They had shared it on Instagram, and I think someone in the comments said that. He wanted it bad. We got married 5 months. Girl, me and my husband got married 9 months. Okay. It wasn't that long. I think we got engaged. Well, let's see. We got engaged. No, we got engaged at 9 months. We got married. I think it was like a little over a year. That's right. In my 20s, but I was used by a boy, not a man, but I was acting like a wife and I wasn't the girlfriend when I was cooking for him, etc. But he wasn't right for me anyway. Right, Brittany. And you'll start getting red flags and things of that sort. You'll start figuring it out.
So that's okay. I like to be degraded.
Yeah.
Those are languages that I like and I accept.
I do, but if I'm comfortable and if I trust you. So just know what that means.
She
know
said
that
she likes to be
with your partner.
degraded.
I think of relationships and submission and being submissive is like it's like an 8 count. Know that dance. You better know that 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, dishes clean. 2, laundry. 3, if you have a long day and you fight in the world, you would never come back and fight me. You would never come back and walk into a space that is not welcoming you.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Do you think that this is controversial in some capacity?
Absolutely. To some, it could be enabling. And someone told me one time, they're
Amen,
like, you're
Brittany.
enabling him. And I told him how that made me feel. And he was like, of course they're going to say that. They don't have nobody doing that for them.
How did it make you feel?
It made me feel like maybe I am. But at the same time, that's my love. So if you don't understand it, I'm not loving on you for you to get it. That's how I love. And whoever I love is going to get that benefit.
Yes.
There was a time where, women needed men for everything. We couldn't even open up a bank account, And now it's like women are really in their bag where they're like, I have my own business. I'm doing this. I don't need a man for nothing. Like basically, like, can I be frank? Like I don't need a nigga for shit. I don't, and I can say those words, but I want one.
So my brain wants to understand the exchange here. Because, and this could be, it's not, no, you're doing great. But because I told you, I'm going to ask a bunch of stupid questions. Because this.
And that was a question a lot of people had is she accepting this behavior because it's Cam Newton? But she's saying that she doesn't need a guy for anything. And really, like, to be honest, hey Terry, welcome. Thank you for joining, bro. To be honest, I'm trying to be nice about it. But I mean, she's working right now, even for Tyler Perry. Okay. Tyler Perry looks out for his people. And she's talented too. She's talented in her comedy and things of that sort. Beautiful, can do probably a lot of things. And what I just hope doesn't happen is this weighs on her as far as her having these insecurities or just like putting herself to the side while she continues to feed his ego. Okay, because like what he was just saying, he gets weak. Well, what about her weaknesses? Okay, I didn't hear him mention that at all. It was more so about him and his needs. And throughout this conversation, now, okay, this was a previous interview that she had. Now we can see the other side of why that's okay with them. This is who she is, her heart. And so sometimes guys see that. And this is not down to any guys or anything like that, but sometimes they can see that a woman has that heart and will play on that. She's saying that she doesn't feel like, he's taking advantage or anything like that. Or I think he said he wasn't trying to take advantage of her. That's what it was. But in a sense, to me, it seems like that could be one of the issues.
Dynamic. I think like my relationship with my partner is very egalitarian. Like we're equals. Like I don't ever feel like I'm giving for the sake of giving and I'm not receiving for the sake of receiving. I'm receiving being like, well, I deserve this, and I'm giving being like, you deserve this. So there's that exchange happening.
So you're like, you tell him the things that you need?
Yeah.
And the things that you feel like you deserve, you'll say that?
100%.
How will you say that?
I need you to step up in these areas. I need to not worry about this. I need to be able to take my brain off this thing. I need more affection. I need more love. If we're going to be sexual, here's the things that I need to like feel more sexual. And in return, I invite that. Like, so we have a lot of conversations.
How does he receive it well?
I think everybody has a problem with being told that they're not doing enough because we always go to like, well, I'm already doing X, Y, and Z. Right. So I think that there can be, I wouldn't say that he's always arms wide open, but he always adjusts. But so I guess when I'm listening to your relationship style, I'm like, if we kind of broke it down into like to-dos specifically, like what does a submissive woman do for her man?
Everything.
What does that mean?
Like packing his bag, unpacking his bag, just making sure all the things that he wants. And like, I pretty much read his mind. So it's like, if I know you and I study you, like I know how you are in the morning, I know how you are about midday, I know when you're in this mood, what you need. Like before you can ever ask me for something, I'm already on it. I mean, he's spoiled. And when I talk to my girlfriends about it, I was like, oh, how you guys doing? And I'm just like, girl, he's rotten. I'm like, he's spoiled rotten. Like, he's rotten. But I love that. Like, I want him to be that. I think my biggest flex is how I treat my man. You know what I mean? And my biggest flex should be how I treat myself, which is, so it's kind of fucked up. It's kind of messed up.
And she said, okay. She said, so yes, I wanted to show her perspective. And I think that she understands that she's kind of putting herself on the back burner to satisfy him. So I'm curious to know where this is going to go with their relationship. I know they just had a baby together. But I hope that it doesn't mess up her self-esteem as well, because she's successful as well, But it's good that they have that communication and talk about those things. And yeah, we'll see where that goes. Speaking of where things are going, now sometimes you can then get into a marriage, okay? Whether that person was a bad boy before the marriage or a bad boy in the marriage, okay? And she's playing the long game. She wants that ring. Right, B. She probably waiting to get that ring. Hey, I'm hoping he get it all out of his system, what he trying to do. Sowing his royal oats, okay? And then maybe he'll be ready, because he said he hadn't found the right one yet. So I don't know. Y'all, this next couple, Lord have mercy. I don't know how long they have been going through this. Hi, Rebecca. Hey, sis, welcome. I don't know how long they have been going through this from Love and Hip Hop. Okay, since I've been kind of watching it, it seems as though some things have progressed, okay, over the course of the years that they've been on there. And people are starting to wonder how much more is Rashida going to take from Kirk? Okay. Baby, if y'all don't know who I'm talking about, I'm talking about Rashida and Kirk from Love and Hip Hop. Now y'all, oh my goodness. Okay, let's get into this. Now they have kids together, and Kirk also had kids from previous relationships. Okay, they have also had to endure Kirk cheating and having an outside baby while they've been married with another Jasmine. She's gonna take as much as Mona's willing to pay for. Girl, oh my goodness, girl. Okay, now if this is a doggone storyline, y'all taking it a little too far, and for too long, it is not a good look. Okay, it is weighing heavily on Kirk. He does not look the same. Okay, this picture here, he does not look the same on the show right now. He does not look the same. Okay, it's life is life. Now, Kirk, I can say I think I saw a huge change too in Kirk after his mom passed away. I think that really did have an impact on him. Now, we're not going to just excuse him, okay? Because of that, a lot of people have lost their loved ones, mothers, fathers, and they not out here cheating on their wives, okay? Rashida is also another beautiful, not just beautiful, but also classy. Okay, when you watch that show, a lot of the behavior that some of those women engage in on there, I respect her. She really did. Okay, as far as getting into the fights and things like that, I say, wow, I like Rashida. You know, when I first started watching, I was like, I like her. You know, she really doesn't go into a lot of the drama. She tries to give them advice and stuff like that. Her and Candy Burrs, they are very great business women. Okay, I wanted to show. Let me stop sharing this. She has her own boutique. Terry said, makes me wonder, even though they present themselves as an ongoing couple, good or bad, I believe off camera is possible Rashida seeing someone way out of the public's eye. Terry, you may be correct. Okay. We never know, allegedly. Okay. We never know what's going on with that. Okay. Because clearly he has been showing what he wants to do, okay, and what he has been doing. Now, Rashida has a website and also a boutique called Press, okay? She is a very beautiful woman, baby. She rocks her own merchandise on her website. She has some very beautiful clothes, okay? If you ever feel interested and want to check it out, it is presstatl.com. Okay, she has makeup products. I want to get some of this lipstick. I was like, okay, I didn't know Rashida was doing the lipstick. Okay, so she is very successful. Okay, on this show, they have a lot going on with the show. They've been on there a while, but it's starting to look a certain type of way. Okay, it's starting to look a certain type of way, and I think it's wearing Rashida down, narrative or not. Okay, some of this it looked like at face value, like she gonna fall for it again, but I think it is wearing her down. Now I'm not going to play. Y'all gonna hear audio because I didn't want to, them to strike my channel, get my video taken down, trying to play their stuff. But you will hear the audio of a scene where Jasmine, which is his baby's mother, the one that he had the outside child with his during his marriage, they met up, Rashida, Kirk, and her. and they're having a conversation about allegedly Kurt trying to sleep with her again. There were there's a thread, a text message thread that she has, and she's going to show Rashida, but Kurt deleted the thread on his end. Okay. I was like, sir, why we deleting stuff? Okay, if it's just innocent, why are you deleting? I don't think they have a prenup. I don't think she's beat for having to give him money by divorcing. Ooh, that's a good point, V. That's a very good point. All right, so let's listen to this encounter that they had.
I have the proof. She says she got the proof. This is my first time actually reading the text, and I just feel like this is beneath me. You said blank if we. That's what that says. And now you going back on your word after I signed the release form for Cannon. I'll take you back to court. Don't play with me. You didn't ask me to cash app you no extra money towards the rent. I just did it out of the kindness of my heart because I knew you were behind trying to help you. That wasn't no extra money. That was what you're supposed to be giving me anyway since we agreed to whatever the number is.
She didn't want to read the amount, but she's reading the text thread from Kurt to Jasmine.
So what's the deal on the text messages? Is that what we got going on? Because the fact that I'm even sitting here, even listening to this, is beneath me. And I'm sick and tired of it. Straight up. What is up?
What's up is I take care of my child, not to the ability that someone else would like, and try to walk on thin ice because I don't want to be getting cursed out about that I'm not doing. Like, what you want me to do?
I don't want you to tap dance, do some ballerina steps around my question. I want my question answered.
I ain't doing I ain't trying to do you already know I'm not. Like, when, where, how, when?
So where the rest of the text messages at so I can find out this information about what y'all agreed to? Why are your text messages deleted?
What you
So why do you think a guy would delete text messages? Okay, that's my question. Why do you think he deleted the messages on his side? That's something to think about.
mean? I don't even know what the was being said. I was frustrated. I might have thought about and I don't know if I sent same day, the next day, I sent the money and did what I needed to do. That's it. I ain't do nothing else.
Let me talk to you, Jasmine.
Whatever.
So Kirk walked away, and now it's just Rashida and Jasmine.
So what's the deal? Honestly, let me say this. Me and you haven't really had any type of communication like this ever before. I feel like maybe me and you need to open up a communication line instead of him, me and him. Maybe it will be better that way. You just told me my husband trying to you, and then you telling me you want to open up a communication line with me? I mean, are you kidding me?
Now, I'm like, Rashida, we should have been to set all of that up. Okay. Knowing who her husband is, I probably would have been like, okay, send it to both of us. Whatever communication y'all got going on as far as, where we picking them up, any financial things, go ahead and just tag me on that. Okay, because she already knows. Okay, now, hey, Shelly, hey, sis. Girl, I thought you were asleep. She already knows her husband. Okay. Jasmine, obviously, okay, you now are showing, like she said, you're a little late with this information. Why are you just coming to me saying that he's trying to sleep with you? Okay, that would have been my thing. It's why we doing it so late? But it's a good idea. There would be an MF and court appointed mediator, right, girl? Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'm done. I ain't Kim. Why would you not want to have an open line of communication with me if your husband's trying to me? I feel like that's even more reason for me to have communication with you. That way I don't have to deal with him. Kurt can be obsolete.
Why?
Close my door.
Okay, so at this point, she walked away. Rashida walked away and walked to the car, and Kirk was trying to go after her at the vehicle. Um, my thing is, I think Rashida was a little embarrassed. Once Jasmine was putting this out there, I think she was a little embarrassed by her putting that out there, because really she didn't kind of have too much proof of that part, because in those text messages he really didn't say anything about sleeping with her. So I kind of get what Kirk is saying. At the same time, it makes you look suspect, bro, because you deleted the whole text thread. So what else was stated? Was it something stated prior to that to make her wonder or think you were trying to sleep with her? Now he's at the vehicle trying to get with Rashida.
I don't know what
So
she
are
said to
you
you.
not gonna say nothing? Because when the was mentioned and you're like, are you serious? You know I'm not doing that. I'm trying to stand with your ass once a get on that, and then you sitting here acting like a bitch. Are you kidding me?
Much
Like,
my
much
Woo.
do you think I can take?
Okay, so you
Okay, if a bitch is lying, you straighten that. Obviously, it's not a lot.
looking at the what do you see? Nothing. I don't see anything.
Are you blind? Because I saw it.
You don't see nothing in my text direct. All business.
No, I don't see your text because you deleted them.
Bro, you sitting here getting mad at me. You know how I be. I be sitting
You know
here
what
being.
I'm mad about even being here. I'm mad about even doing it. No, Kurt.
It's just stupid. Like, that's my point.
This
Right, right, V. It's that part. Okay, I'm a stepmama now. Which she was already because he had other kids, but in the marriage, you've added another child. And now, like she said, I know that this has to be embarrassing that he's now putting you potentially in that situation again. But like a lot of people are thinking, is this their storyline? What else do they have? Okay, they brought Jasmine back. What else do they have without Jasmine in this scenario going on with Kirk and Rashida? What else they got going on? So a lot of people were questioning that part too.
is the stupid you have turned our life into. Now what?
I went straight to business. What am I supposed to say?
I'm out. Done with this.
Stupid.
Ooh. And with that, they drove off. Now we fast forward. Now they have been separated, and she allowed this to be on TV. If she likes it, I love it. Girl, that part. Okay. I'm like, it's no way. Now I can see maybe y'all had that story. Now I ain't gonna say it was fake or anything like that, but we'd have been through this once on TV. It's not. We're not doing this one again because it really is making you look like you just settling for something. And I know in marriage, that's a huge thing. And she's going to kind of talk about this in this next clip where it's different from the dating part. Okay. Now, there are reasons, though, for divorce. And if a guy's constantly cheating, or they're not trying to be with you and things like that, it's different reasons. God does not want you in something like that. And I think a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, it's till death do us part. Okay, we have to even think about abusive situations. There are reasons for divorce. Okay, if we're trying to be there biblically. And so now he's coming over to her house because she's been in the house by herself. And I guess he's trying to make up. Okay. He's trying to make up with her. Exactly. Sure wouldn't be no part two. I would have had Mona kiss my A like Jocelyn did. Right. You know what? She sure did. She left. Okay. Because we're not going to keep repeating this same narrative. All right. Let's look at this second clip. Hey, Kimberly, welcome.
What was the text messages?
The only reason they're gone because we were arguing about some that don't even matter, and you know me. I'm energy only. Her energy is negative. I don't with it. So when I see it, it's out the phone. Like I just didn't respond the way Everybody think I should. Why? That clearly says we're not.
But you know, what hurt me is for you not to stand there and straighten that out. And I'm gonna tell you something. It made me.
So with her continuing to say that, y'all, it makes me feel like she is almost okay with him doing it as long as it doesn't get to her, as long as she doesn't hear about it or it doesn't make it to TV. Like, I know you probably out there doing it, just handle it. There are some women that settle for the cheating, and like I think Terry said, she might have she might have hers out there. We just don't know about it. His is all I hear. Okay. It seems like she's okay with it as long as he takes care of it and handles it. There are some women that will do that as long as he's willing to check a beat. Right. That's what she said, basically.
We feel some kind of way about you. That's the real problem.
But I didn't know it was gonna turn into all this. Oh,
Well, I didn't know
now
it was
she
going to
could
turn
be in
into
front
it,
of
but
you
let
and
me tell
say
you something.
shit.
What I will say is you got to get some straightening, because the minute anything even makes me look or feel uncomfortable up and straightening that out, this whole thing just took me back to that place. To when the situation happened, it sometimes triggers me. It can make me super angry at times and shut down, or it can make me snap the out. And I'm human.
I be trying to make it right as much as possible. I try to just pay the money, take care of the kid, not try to even put you in a space to be bothered with some you shouldn't even have to go through. And at the end of the day, you ain't got to worry about me ever up again. I understand it's embarrassing. I get it. I embarrassed myself. I embarrassed my kids. I already said it. I have definitely not cheated with Jasmine. I am definitely not trying to cheat with Jasmine. There is none of that going on.
We have this life that we have created. You know what I'm saying? And it's like forgiveness is real. People always talk about marriage. What is it? Trust and this. Yeah, it's trust and this communication. It's forgiveness. Like.
See, and yes, I get that. You do have to forgive. But to me, the way she's using that is we continue to do that and let it be an excuse for continuing to put up with that kind of mess. Okay? To keep putting up with the cheating. That's not an excuse. Just because I forgive, you are allowed to take advantage of my forgiveness. No. Okay, at what point are you going to stop? I'm forgiven. Okay, but you're messing up trust. You're taking my forgiveness for kindness and all of that. Too late. He already committed a forever effort respectfully. Right. Like, come on. I think she's still just trying to make an excuse for him.
Happens. When you've been married for going on 25 years and been in a relationship with somebody who you've lived your life with, you got things to think about before you throw everything away. You can ask any woman, from Keisha now to Michelle Obama.
Now, why she got to say Keisha now? Okay, Keisha now. No.
As Beyonce, I think about like.
So she said from Michelle Obama to Beyonce. Okay, baby, those are two different situations. Because I don't think Michelle has said that former President Barack was out here having babies and stuff. Each situation is different. Okay. Beyonce and Jay-Z, I don't think we want to bring them up. They got some other fish to fry, things like that. We don't know what's really taking place in that situation. I wouldn't compare myself to that either. Y'all have to focus on y'all stuff, okay? For 25 years. And that's another thing. Some people consider the number of years. Yes. That is something to think about, okay, when you're considering that. However, that can't be an excuse as well. Okay, just because we've been together 50 years, okay, you're going to let a person cheat over and over. It's no respect for the relationship itself. And if one person is trying to respect the boundaries of the marriage, it should be both parties trying to respect that.
Our life, and oh my God, so much good times and love and fun, and to sit here and think like, wow.
Yeah.
And for this to be
all
thrown
the
away.
Good stuff, all the work. We do us. It works.
I know I'll get past it. But at the end of the day, when it comes to the situation with Kenneth, figure out some type of an understanding.
My next steps is simple. Go to my lawyer, legitimize him, keep paying my child support, and just keep my distance. Like, that's all I could do. Can I get a hug? Can I get, because you ain't been living with me, you've been back by yourself.
When I'm supposed to give, come over there, you better come get it.
I humbly apologize for my I am sorry. And I thank you for riding with me. And, you know, somehow, some way, we'll make it right.
Ooh, Lord have mercy. How many of y'all think that that's it and he won't cheat again? Oh my goodness, either that or we are going to have a hell of an understanding and it won't be one-sided. Right. Like, they both started just saying, okay, we just going to focus on the good. Yeah, but it's like sometimes that's used as an excuse as well, where we are covering the mess by putting the band-aid on it. Okay, that's still there. And I'm trying to figure out, what does he mean legitimize the child? I'm trying to understand what happened with that situation. I thought that that was already like a given, that was his son. And with the child support. So I'm not understanding what he meant by that. I guess yeah, he hadn't done that part yet, but I guess he was just giving her money for him. But now I guess they're trying to put it into a court order or paperwork so it will be established already. And they won't have to have all these extra conversations and things like that. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I know there has been talk now since this has come out that she could possibly be pregnant with another child. Okay, and also there are talks. Okay, all of this is allegedly of Rashida filing for divorce. So I don't know about that. I don't know if she's gonna do it. Possibly, I don't know. Maybe start to actually treat the boy like his child. I'm sure tests have been done. Oh, okay, got you. Okay, because I was like, huh? Because I thought he had already determined that that was his son. Okay, I got you. So yeah, it looks like in some cases the bad boy behavior it does take over in relationships. Okay, and for the sake of even the show that they're on, they are making a check together. Okay. And some people are down with whatever makes a bag. Okay, we're gonna do this or what? And they roll with it. So we don't know if this is just entertainment or if it's their real life and that they're working through this situation with the cheating and so forth. Because if it's not her, it was other people, other women, you know. So you have to determine when is this person enough alone, not with an extra side chick or side guy, okay? Uh, but just them and them alone. And then in that, when we have hearts to do right in relationships, don't forget yourself. Okay, I know we want to pour into others and so forth, but never let anyone crush your self-esteem or treat you less than. It's supposed to be a mutual caring, a mutual serving of that. And so I know the bad boys, you know, look more attractive, but is it really worth it? In the end, is it really worth it? Something to think about. Well, y'all, that's all that I have for tonight. Thank y'all so much for joining on this evening. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please make sure you hit the like button. Also, subscribe. V said I missed your live earlier on KOK. I like you, and we have a difference of opinion on that. So I didn't even want to come through and say anything wrong. Yeah, V, I know, but you know what? I appreciate your support. And guess what? We're both mature enough to know that some things we are going to disagree on, but you're respectful. I love that about you. You've never disrespected me in my chat, and I do the same. I know how to have a conversation with someone that has a difference of opinion, and I actually love that sometimes. Like, I love debates. I love like court, you know, cases and things like that. And so if we all learn how to do that respectfully, hey, we would have great conversations. And I appreciate that about you. I really do. Hi, Rebecca. Thank you so much for joining. Thank each and every one of you. Make sure you hit the like. Also, I should be live in the morning for our morning conversation. So set your notifications. Thank you, Shelly Shell. Who else? Which other mod was in here? Was that it? I think. Oh, and Lolo. Thanks, Shelly and Lo. I know you were driving, sis. Thank you, V. I love you all. Have a blessed evening. Bye bye.